Standing at 19,341 feet above sea level, it's the tallest mountain in Africa. Imagine ascending through 6 distinct climate zones, from humid rainforests to alpine deserts, right up to Arctic glaciers, all on one relentless climb. They call it the roof of Africa. And that's me on top of it. I bet you're wondering how I got here. It all started a few weeks ago when I got a comment on a video saying to touch grass. Now, I'm pretty chronically online, so I didn't think the idea was bad, but I'm also pretty petty. So I figured, why not go big? Why not climb a mountain and touch all the grass? All 5,895 meters of it. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry, non-Americans and scientists. I got you with your low metric system. I went on to gather the 2 best people I know, Adam and Helen. But given that only 2 out of every 3 people are able to successfully summit, I was worried that one of us might not make it. And by one of us, I meant Adam. Just kidding, Adam, I love you. The next few days were an extremely dramatic journey with helicopter evacs, emergencies, altitude sickness, and the biggest problem of all, there's no grass up here. Stick around, it'll be fun.
All right, we're gonna climb it. Just me and my own 2 feet. No help at all.
While I was in Tanzania, I learned that the average income is $1,000 per year. Everyone was incredibly kind and helpful. They showed me their families and they showed me their dreams. So I've decided that all profits from this video will go directly towards supporting the beautiful people I met. And if you want to help out, just watch till the end. I promise I'll try to entertain you.
Hey MTV, welcome to my crib. Here, you see, we got 2 3-inch mats.
Put those away.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey everyone. Come check out these. Come look at these. We're at the end of day 1. I think tomorrow will be harder. I felt the altitude a little bit when we were going over the crevices, but other than that, I feel pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go play some cards with our campmates who are pretty cool. It's actually starting to get really cold, but so I'm a little nervous because that's what I moved down south for. But I guess it's just the price I pay to do stuff like this. Let's keep it going tomorrow. See you in the morning.
It's jammy time.
Jammy time.
I had to get up to pee and the stars were beautiful, so I tried to do some night photography, but clearly I don't know what I'm doing. You may think this is a black photo, but this is my attempt to capture the sky. This one's a little better and kind of blurry. This one's okay. Not bad, we're getting better. Still looks a little deep fried. This is probably the best one by far. Don't expect too much of this though.
All right, y'all, it's day 2. Last night was cold as Got about 5 hours of hiking ahead of us. I'm not gonna lie, I've started to realize just how far away that looks. Got my sick trekking poles today because today we're actually getting a lot more elevation. Yeah, I'm excited.
We found this skull, but then immediately broke it. But this super sick Kiwi dude fixed it, so thank you, Mari.
Yo, they got the obsidian from Minecraft. Okay. We made it up to Cathedral Peak, one of the 3 peaks at Kilimanjaro. And over here, we probably have one of the coolest views I have ever seen. The clouds are sick as f. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I am definitely feeling the altitude. Today was hard as fuck.
It was tough. It was long.
I feel like such a baby. It was only 6 hours.
And there was like an hour break.
And there was an hour break. Okay, so I'm more out of shape than I thought, basically.
Yeah, it was a lot of uphill, to be honest.
And we did have heavy stuff on our backs. I mean, nothing compared to what the porters do, but...
Yeah, maybe we should have trained more.
I told Helen, I was like, oh, it's fine. No need to train.
Unfortunately, this is where I start to feel really, really bad.
We actually have an acclimate.
because we're gonna go even higher tomorrow, so we got to get used to it. It'll be a 1.5 hour hike in about 50 minutes, so I'm gonna get a nap before it happens. Very tired. Honestly, I have a little bit of a headache, and I think I'm a little warm, but damn it, I'm gonna climb that mountain if it's the last thing I do. Actually, I lied. The last thing I'm gonna do is upload this video.
Okay, we're pretty much at the end of day 2. I don't know if you can tell, but we are getting closer to it. It's actually a pretty tough day. The acclimated... God damn it, I cannot say that word. You know what? You know the word. I've said it enough times. You don't need me to say it again. We're gonna make it up there. Wait. We're gonna make it up there. Whoa. I don't know if you saw that, but a vulture flew really close to me. That was actually sick as hell. Also, one more thing. I cannot get over those clouds. Check this out. Oh my god. That is so cool.
What are you listening to?
Gospel music.
Oh, yeah? Is this your favorite music?
Yeah.
Can I take a photo?
Oh, music?
Yeah.
It's day 3. It's gonna be windier. I got in this hole because I thought it'd be fun, but it doesn't look as cool on camera as I thought it'd look. Oh yeah, there was a big mushy turd on the toilet. And Adam was so kind that he sacrificed his cleanliness and pushed it in with with his bare hand. No, we had baby wipes. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this hole. So we found a rock. It's not just a rock. It's a boulder. A big, beautiful boulder. We're gaining altitude. It's a slow, gentle ascent. Literally, how are they balancing this on their head? I do not understand. All the routes started to converge, so there's a lot of people here, which I know people usually don't like, but I think it's actually kind of cool to just have humans from all around the world coming to do the same thing that you are. Makes me feel more integrated. And then I found this really sexy tree, or maybe there's something wrong with me, I don't know. It is very windy out here. Oh my god, my stuff is falling. It's cold, it's windy. We're almost there though. At this point, I was starting to get close with my group too, and we started having a lot more fun.
I'm passing the phone to someone whose race I don't know.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who has to pee a lot.
Passing the phone to someone who can't get his own water.
I'm passing the phone to someone who's dog shit at mountain biking.
I'm passing the phone to someone who's been third wheeling this entire trip.
I won't include everyone for privacy, but it got kind of spicy. Unfortunately, I started feeling pretty bad again. We made it to our next camp, and my eyes are super bloodshot, and I need a nap, so I'll see you later. If you think I'm not looking so hot, it's because I'm not. I was experiencing acute mountain sickness. But this wasn't surprising because 77% of people who climb Kilimanjaro experience this. It's pretty much unavoidable. But to make sure I was safe, we were checking my pulse and my oxygen saturation twice a day. My stats were okay, but I certainly wasn't feeling okay. Okay, I didn't film. This is the end of day 3, so I'm doing it now. This is the end of day 3. Tomorrow we've got... Yeah, I'll tell you tomorrow morning what we've got. I'm very tired and sore, so... Good night. It's day 4, and thankfully I feel way better than last night. My body finally seems to be remembering how to process oxygen, which is a huge relief after the headache of day 3. This is good because apparently the next section, if you're even slightly afraid of heights, is the stuff of nightmares. This is the infamous Barranco Wall. It's not just a hike, it's pretty much a climb, and I've been told it's going to be very, very intense. The good news for me is I do rock climb a lot, so I'm not too worried about scrambling itself. I feel like Darth Vader with this background, by the way. Everything was going well, but out of nowhere, I heard the sound that no one wants to hear. A helicopter evacuation. I couldn't help but think that this was a traveler just like me, flying across the world for some fun adventure. And while I thought that there was no way that would happen to me, I'm sure this person thought the exact same thing. And that made it seem much more real. It wasn't too long before I witnessed another one. Reality was kicking in. You spent so much time up here pushing your limits, joking, celebrating small victories. And we all like to believe that we're immortal, that nothing truly bad can happen to us. But up here, that illusion was shattering. I was reminded of just how thin the line is between pushing yourself and going too far.
Today our hike is shorter, but the real power of the day has been talking to our guides. They've climbed Kilimanjaro hundreds of times, and I know you may not believe this, but they actually taught me so much. A, about climbing, but B, about how to care for people. They saw what we needed before we even asked. When they noticed us slipping on icy paths, they dug holes to help us walk. When our shoes got dusty, they literally used their shirts to clean them. And when I casually mentioned that I like spicy chili once, it appeared at every meal afterward. Unfortunately, I was also feeling sick, and the guide shared their 5 golden rules for climbing Kilimanjaro. 1. Eat well. 2. Get good sleep. 3. Drink lots of water. 4. Go slowly, which they call pole in Swahili. And 5. Stay positive. I tried doing all 5 at once, but quickly found that there's only so much you can do at one time.
It's very cold. We're at 4,600 meters. It's about 2 p.m. and we're about to sleep so that we could wake up at 10 p.m. and start hiking for the sunrise. It's going to be so cold. I'm not excited about that part, but I'm excited to make it to the top. But I actually think tomorrow is going to be very difficult. I'll have to think about why I do this while I'm climbing tomorrow. Also, whenever I lay down, I get this vein on my head. I can't get rid of it unless I do this, and it just goes away. If I lay down, it goes. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah.
I proceeded to put on every layer I had. 7 layers. I felt like a marshmallow, but I was a warm marshmallow.
Fit check. Killy fit check. Hey, give me a twirl. Hey.
Fit check.
There was an incredible line of people already summiting by the time we started. I couldn't see the mountain, but their light showed me just how far away I was. As we walked, our guides taught us some Swahili chants that kept us going. And unfortunately, one of our group members fainted and had to turn back. In moments like these, I have to ask myself, why am I doing this? Why would I subject myself to freezing temperatures, to pain, and potentially something much worse? You see, when I was growing up, I was not an outdoorsy person. Not because I didn't want to be, but because my family couldn't afford it. And not only that, I don't think they really cared what I wanted. My mother was unfortunately a drug addict, and I had to be taken away from her and put into foster care at 13. Soon after that, I got sent with my father, who was practically a stranger at the time. I also grew up in one of the cities with the highest crime rates in the US. And so somebody like me is not supposed to be climbing Kilimanjaro, yet here I am. So when I do things like this, it's not just for me, but it's for the past version of myself who didn't believe it was possible and didn't think there was a brighter future ahead of him. As for the current version of myself, these moments are the moments I've remembered the most in my life,
and are the moments where I've built the deepest bonds and felt the most joy and fulfillment. And so I could say I'm cold for a few hours, but then for the rest of my life, I could have these friendships and say that I've summited Kilimanjaro. There's one last thing I want to say. It's that my mustache is starting to freeze. No, I'm just kidding. There's one last thing I want to say. I wish I could explain it, but when you give the mountain everything you have, it gives you something back. I don't know how to explain what that thing is, but you'll just have to trust me on that. Well, now I just have to go down.